so what I've got here, you're familiar with these stumps, so that's for blending. All the different sizes. I prefer the dirty ones.
Yes.
Because you can use them to
colour it.
Yeah, to colour as well. This is charcoal powder.
Gosh.
So
Never knew there was such a thing.
Yeah, so that was $20 for that.
Do you
pot.
use that a lot?
That's the main thing I use.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I usually use that at the very beginning just to put the first layer down because I don't like white paper. And you can also just get a piece of willow charcoal and sand it, which you will have to do, and put it into a pot if you want to use it. These, again, for blending, but they're just smaller. These I use to sharpen. The charcoal pencils, and then I use a bit of sandpaper to make
brush it up a bit.
Make it sharper. Yeah,
I see. Okay.
To make it really pointy.
Yes. Okay.
Then the pan pastel. So pan pastel, that's grey. I prefer the black because it has a bit of shine, the grey. But the black is really, really dark, but it's harder to remove than charcoal, willow charcoal. So it's more permanent.
So is that for your details like your eyes?
Oh, you can put blocking in any big
anyway,
dark
so
areas. Pan pastel.
Pan pastel. Okay.
It's not a very good one.
This is all stuff we've never
Hang on, I've got
used.
another one here.
Yeah.
You can get them in all different colours.
Oh, can you get them from Jackson's then?
Yep.
You probably
Yep.
can, yeah.
So there's
There's
black,
Oh, yes, I see, yes.
Use my voucher
which
for
I'll
this.
leave off.
Yes.
And then white as well, but I don't use the white very much. You could use white, you could use that if you're using tone paper or black paper.
Yes.
And it works. I've done that and
Yeah.
it works really well.
Yeah.
And to apply that, the pan pastel, I use these, they're for pastels. People do pastel drawings, and you can get different shapes and sizes, and they just have a little foam tip.
Fantastic.
So you put that on,
Wow.
and yeah, you just do like that and
Fantastic.
make marks. Sharpener for sharpening your charcoal pencils. These sort of foam rubber things for doing, big areas, and you can use that for charcoal, or you can use pan pastel for that, and you can get different shapes, so you can use some of those. An old towel, paper towel, which has got a bit of charcoal on it. I use that. Then the rubbers. So the dirty rubbers, these are those malleable ones that start off like that.
Yes.
The dirty ones, once you've got to do the stretching and warm it up,
Yeah.
but it takes off less of the charcoal than a new one. So yesterday when I was having a go with that one over there, it was just taking off way too much and it was annoying. So you need one that you sort of get used to which one you want to do to get the different values.
Trial and error and practice.
Yeah, exactly. These brushes I use for sort of just blending.
Yes.
So I like
very
the big
soft,
one, very soft.
Yeah.
But you can use all sorts. Just get used to which ones you like. Then I have a couple of these mono rubbers, the really fine one for the highlights.
Yeah.
So I tend not to use white. I tend to pull the charcoal back for the highlights. So you've got the really fine one and then a bit of a thicker one. This isn't very big, but this is your compressed charcoal,
Oh, right.
which I don't do a lot because that stays on a lot more than the willow charcoal. I've told you those. Now these, I love these. These are the charcoal pencils, general they are. You get them as soft, medium and hard, and to get them sharp like that, you just pull the string and...
Oh my gosh.
Because what happens with a lot of charcoal pencils, I find, these ones, they often break inside.
Yes.
And to get them sharp,
It's really hard. We've discovered that already, haven't we?
You drop them and they break.
they break, so you've got to be careful.
I see.
So, and then you can sand it, or you can use the Stanley knife to sharpen it, and then get the finer point on that. I'll probably need to get a container and...
what, a waste container or something?
Like this. So, shows that lid. So, for example, with this one's nearly had it. I won't use that one, it's not very good. Say this one. So I've peeled it back and then but I keep all of this in a container and I use that.
Yes, it's
I
not
don't waste
cheap,
it.
is it? Charcoal is not cheap.
No.
Even the sticks and
So I prefer to have it a bit pointier than that. So yeah, when you get to a point where you're happy with it, because there's nothing worse than getting halfway through a drawing and you have to stop to sharpen something.
Yes.
So yeah, and then I'll just wipe it off on that so you don't have the powder. Yeah, so that's, soft,
So
medium and hard.
What makes them?
That is general pencil. Can't read that. Peel and sketch charcoal.
Peel and sketch.
So
I've
they're
never
peel and
seen that
sketch.
here.
Yeah, they're
No,
really
no.
good.
Me neither.
Really good.
Never seen them.
And then these ones I like as well. Now these I've got them. Wherever they sell Montmartre. I like to buy these.
Oh,
So
good.
Kaiser Craft, Spotlight,
Oh yeah, you can
any of
do
those
that.
stores.
Yes.
They're charcoal. They're more permanent than those.
Yes.
So these ones you can apply and you can pretty much rub most of it back, but it will leave some residual.
Yes.
This, if you start using this, is more permanent. I tend to use these when I get to a point where I want the detail and I want the permanency.
Yes.
And again, you've got soft, medium and hard. Hard I don't use as much. Soft I use a lot and medium the most. And then you've probably got these, the Lumographs. Mars Lumograph Charcoal, Stedler.
This one, no.
They're good.
Yes, yeah, I think you've got
Got
that.
two of it, raw
Yeah.
charcoal.
Yeah, so they're similar to these.
Medium
They're just not
hard.
peel and sketch.
Yeah.
So to sharpen then you just
Must be another one. This
need to charcoal,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
but I prefer to use the powder to begin with.
Yes, I understand that because then you make that beautiful soft
You
tone
just
at the
get
back,
you
and
get the
then
mid tones.
Then you build up and take away.
Yeah, and then I go in when I'm happy with the composite, the tonal,
Yes.
like the base layer. It's because it's like painting. You
Yeah.
put the base layer down and
Yeah.
then you build it up, and you pull it back and you build it up.
Yes.
And then I go in and you often use this to do more of the darker areas, and then I'll get the brush and I'll blend it in, and then so it's push and pull all the way through.
Yeah.
And then it's not until the very end that you start doing the details when you're happy with the composition.
Sounds
So
excellent.
that's everything.
Good.
This
It's
is
for
this is just your cartridge paper. It's 210 GSM,
Yes,
acid
yes.
free.
Yeah.
And you can
So
use it
pretty
for
well use it.
sketching, watercolor, pencil,
Yeah.
ink, charcoal, pastel, and crayon. It's a
Excellent.
mid-range price. That's why.
Yeah.
$50 for
Wow.
That's
25
That's
sheets.
very good.
Yeah.
But that's size
Cheaper to
as
buy
well,
in a big.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy in a big pad. So I'll just
I know, you've got your jar.
take one of those. That's all right.
Ready to roll.
Okay, so what I tend to do, and you can do what people do it different ways, but sometimes I'll start off with Willow charcoal.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll start off with the powder, but for this one, this is a good drawing
Isn't it?
to use because you just want to focus on the tonal values. That's why I don't look at the lines in the face. And it's the same with painting. You look at the tonal values, where the dark areas are, and try and get that down first with the powder. And squint your eyes.
Yes.
So I always squint my eyes. So I'm not focusing on lines. I'm
Good
just
idea.
focusing on the border. And it's very messy, so it'll go everywhere. But that's just
Have an apron on, Amanda.
no. So literally, and work fast too.
Oh, that's lovely. I mean, I think that's the secret of charcoal, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
work on it, to make it look that
Oh,
lovely
you've got water
loose,
in it?
soft.
No, it's
No
just pure
water.
powder.
Oh, there's water.
No,
And what I'm doing
No.
initially is just putting down where I think the dark areas are, and I'm squinting the whole time at the reference. So I'm not worrying about
yeah.
any detail.
Yeah.
So you know eye sockets are always receding,
Dark,
so you want the dark in there because you can lift it out.
Yes.
That's the thing with charcoal, you can actually just,
In that respect, it's forgiving, isn't it?
oh, it's so forgiving.
And we've never
And then-
realised that.
sort of roughly where you think the nose is going to go, and it doesn't matter about making mistakes because you can come back in and edit as much as you want. So I'm looking at that going, yeah, that sort of goes there, and then she's got. Good idea is to like limit yourself to like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it really looks like water going down. It's just the.
Oh, yeah,
Just
I love
the
it. I
loose
love
powder.
it. It's just the loose
Amazing.
powder, yeah.
So do you spray it when it's all finished, or hold it?
No, oh yeah, when it's finished, yeah. So that's sort of the rough sketch.
Yes.
And what I'll do now is see if there's any other dark. That's more dark there. Just to check, you can do this. Sometimes it stops you from your flow, but you can measure to see if you've got the proportions right. So from there to there.
Yeah.
So if I go on the painting, from there to the bottom of the chin is the same as from the eye to that hairline.
Yeah.
So if I go from there to there, the eye to the hairline, so I know the hairline is about there. And you can do that sort of, okay, so what's that similar to? From eye to eye is the same as, say, from the corner of that eye to the bottom of a chin is from eye to eye. So corner of that eye to the bottom of the chin is same as, and I've got that roughly right, so the eye goes out to about there.
So that's pretty similar to
so
how
you've got
we
your
prepare for a portrait in the when you do it,
So I'll just make sure I've got the basic size right. So I'll put that down, and then I usually get this bigger brush and just.
Ah, that's how you get that beautiful
Or
softness.
you can just use your.
Oh wow.
And I love the.
Oh, I do. I love it.
Yeah.
Already, it looks amazing.
And then you go back in. Now I'm getting a smaller brush. Don't know why. I just
same powder, just going.
Same powder, and you
getting
just
your
keep.
values. Yeah.
And you're getting your. Whilst you're doing this, you're sort of getting your eye in.
Yes.
On the proportions of where everything's going. So now I'm sort of going to go in. I've got the smaller brush because I want to go into a little bit more detail now. So we know there's the dark it's there, and then we know her eye. The dark of the eye is about there. And I often will use the stuff that falls down here.
Yes. Yes, you need a catcher, don't you?
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's expensive stuff.
So that's sort of roughly there. And the dark of the now with the eyes, and the same with painting, you want to work on both eyes at the same time.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yes.
And then go a bit darker here. And then a nose. Dark bits of the nose. And see, I can adjust things now. So the nose, I don't think I've got the nose right.
So you go back to
So the out part of a nose here goes up to the eye there.
Yeah.
So the out part of the nose needs to go, so the dark of the eye there, the outer there, so that needs to be darker in there to define the, she's got a big nose.
Yes.
And that cheek comes out a bit more, that comes out a bit more, and I'll do that after. So slowly building up, that comes there a bit more. But I'm using the smaller brush because now I'm focusing on the you know, the smaller areas of darkness rather than doing the big sweepy stuff. So that's sort of very roughly.
Yes.
There's a bit of dark under her eye. We know that comes, so that dark bit comes to there, and that goes to there.
Yes, beautiful that shape, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's roughly that. And then what I'll do next is do a bit more of the hairline. With the brush. Is go, okay, so it's a dark there and darker up here. And it, so you see you're getting your, when you do that, you get your mid-tones naturally. Don't push too hard because it pushes it into the grain. So it's very light. Very light brushes, And then what I feel like I want to do now is go in with the Willow. I'll do this stage and then we'll stop and you guys can have a go. But then, so now I'm sort of pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
So now I can start going, because this won't come off it comes off pretty well, but it won't come off quite as easily as the Willow, as the powder. The powder just comes off straight away. So if I've got a rubber, that will just come right back to the white.
See, yes.
And you can sort of go in and do your white.
Yes. Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then that's sort of there. And start getting your lighter areas. So you're defining all the shapes.
Yes.
And that's sort of roughly there. There's a bit of light there. And I can keep adjusting it. So in there's a bit of white.
Oh.
And as soon as you do that,
Yeah.
you can
Just
see
it's
the,
amazing.
you can
isn't
see
it?
the
Yeah.
eye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So now what I'm doing is the charcoal, Willow charcoal, because I want to sort of build up the layer a bit more thick, you know, more defined
Yes.
with the. And each time you're going in with this, you're getting more of you're getting more precise
Yes.
with
yeah.
where things should go. So I've already, you know, I'm adjusting things all the time. So her eye to there, and we know the eye goes out. Remember I did before the
Yeah,
proportion, so
yeah.
I know it sort of needs to, and that sort of goes there. Bit of dark.
Oh,
So the detail, the
How you
details.
created that eye and
It's amazing, isn't
the,
it?
fantastic.
And that's not right still. It's going to take a few goes to get it right, but
But that's the beauty of it.
that's it, yeah.
Just
And then get that nose right. God, I can't believe how big her nose is.
I know.
It
when
feels
when
wrong.
we were doing it, well,
Yes.
both of us, when we were doing it, we realised it's actually, and yet she's very attractive, feminine woman.
Yeah,
She's got
yeah.
very large nose.
So the eyelashes I do last, but
yeah,
But the nose is orientated towards you a little bit, not towards you, to the side.
she's on the
so
turn.
it's
Yes,
a big
yeah.
dark
in real life
patch in the
it'd
middle
be
here.
longer than it looks there, wouldn't
It's
it?
also got a lot of light on it, so it looks even bigger.
So now I look at the dark bit of the nose
Yeah.
here is in line with the bridge.
Yeah.
So I need it to be about there. And then that one's a bit further over. And then that's in the middle. So you see I've moved it from,
Yeah.
that, whatever that's called.
Of the,
Yeah,
yes.
I had it there before, now I've moved it to there. Because
Yeah.
all the time, I'm looking at where
Correcting.
things are in relation to
Yeah.
everything else to make sure that I home in on. And that's the thing I love about charcoals, because you can just move things around so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a lovely, lovely.
It will help you painting.
Yeah, well, I think.
Oh, I think it'll help us hugely.
Yeah.
And I think what it will help is to loosen us up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
Because
you
you know,
work-
at the end of the day, we're painting in oils, we can come back and
Yeah.
remodel all the time.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, this is to see it so quickly
Yeah.
remodeled. This really helps. I
So-
think
so
Dave,
that
you-
goes
What
like
would
that.
really help is to do our charcoal drawing first after you paint
And
it.
so her
definitely, yeah.
ear is about, so that's the dark bit, ear goes out here. And you can break that off because that's too pointy now. I want to do bigger areas, so the hair. And that doesn't matter, like you're not trying to make it look like
No,
hair, you're just getting the
that's-
dark,
yeah.
and still squinting the eyes and just getting with the things in the right place. So her, in this, the jaw goes very long way back.
It's got a lovely jawline actually.
Yeah, and that sort
Just
of
the
goes
light
down
runs
there.
along it and it looks really nice.
And so then, again, do the brushy thing, or if you like, you can do the paper towel. Because I particularly like that.
Yes,
Some people
but
don't.
That
but-
sort of soft, lost look.
Yeah, but it gives some movement.
Yes, oh yeah, I
When
agree.
you've got
I agree.
this.
Absolutely. That's what I love in your work.
Or you can go right in and just
We don't seem to have, well, I certainly don't have that movement.
do that. And then what you can do is just start, go back in again. So this is the third time I'm going back in now. And I'm lifting.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing that with, the rubber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a dirty rubber.
Yes. So you don't quite get
So
to
it's
pure
not
white, so
pulling
it's
it.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so if I was to use a new rubber, so a clean rubber will take off a lot more. So for example, her eyelid. See,
Oh yes, yes.
it's taking off a
Well,
lot
the
more.
hairline,
Yeah.
the shadow finishes there, so
Yeah, and then she's got the mouth there, nose there, bit there.
That beautiful light in the chin, yeah, and jawline.
And then
It's
we've
really
got-
lovely.
It's not pure white in there, it's always grey. And then I would even, with this being clean, go in and then blend so I'm not getting the hard edges where the light is. I hate hard
becoming a bit
edges.
more female.
And then
bit male.
what would I do next? Probably go
Double
back in
chin.
with the Willow. I'll stop in a minute so you guys can have a go. So I'll go back in with
Jawline is a bit-
Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's very
You find the jawline going back, you get rid of the double chin.
So now I'm using the point of the Willow and going in again for the third time. And so forth like that. So
And you can go as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Does the paper generally hold it, all right? As long as you don't press too hard.
yeah, as long as you don't press too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you can always use the blending stump to blend.
Which is what we're familiar with.
Yeah,
But I
and you
have
can
to
even
use,
make
I have to use
lines.
my fingers and hands and, you know. But
See how that's got lines and that won't
Yes.
come off?
yeah.
I don't want it to come off anyway. So
Yeah.
what I'll do is to make that less liney, you can go in with your
Oh,
Powder
I see.
again.
Yes, yes.
So-
yes, yes, yes.
the same here.
Yeah.
Probably should be using a smaller brush, but yeah, so you just keep building the layers up.
Excellent.
Nose is a bit darker there. And get your mid-tones and just keep working on it like that.